Australia is an ancient land, its rocks shaped by millions of years of wind and rain. The continent's landscapes, tropical wetlands in the north, temperate forests in the south, and vast deserts at its heart, reflect deep time and remarkable adaptation. The Great Barrier Reef, visible from space, is the world's largest living structure, a vibrant ecosystem built over millennia. Yet this beauty is fragile. The reef faces existential threats from rising sea temperatures, leading to coral bleaching, a stark warning from nature. Australia's ecosystems, shaped by slow change, are now vulnerable to rapid shifts. The land's age is a reminder of our fleeting place in its story. The challenge is clear: protect these wonders for future generations. The health of the reef mirrors our relationship with the planet. Australia's story is one of resilience, but also of responsibility. What legacy will we leave on this ancient continent? The answer depends on how we act now. Aboriginal Australians have the world's oldest continuous culture, stretching back at least 65,000 years. They manage the land with deep knowledge, building villages, cultivating grains, and creating complex societies. At the heart of their culture is the dreaming, a living connection to land, ancestors, and spirit, embedded in every rock and waterhole. Over 250 languages once flourished, each holding unique wisdom about living in this place. Colonization in 1788 brought devastation, disease, dispossession, and violence. The land was taken without treaty, leaving a wound that endures. Many languages and traditions are endangered, but efforts to revive them continue. The true story of Australia includes both resilience and loss. Reconciliation means acknowledging this history and valuing the world's oldest culture. The silence is breaking, and the journey toward healing continues. Australia's future depends on truth and respect for its first peoples. The British declared Australia terra nullius, land belonging to no one, and established a penal colony at Sydney Cove. Convicts endured harsh conditions, building the foundations of a new society. The gold rush of the 1850s brought waves of immigrants, transforming cities and forging a distinct Australian identity. In 1901, Federation united the colonies into the Commonwealth of Australia, a moment of optimism shadowed by exclusion. The new nation's constitution denied rights to First Peoples and enacted the White Australia policy, shaping society for decades. Australia's story is one of survival, ambition, and contradiction. The journey toward a more inclusive nation has been long and hard-fought. Social change and activism have slowly dismantled old barriers. Today, Australia continues to reckon with its past as it builds its future. The nation's identity is still evolving. Australia's isolation gave rise to unique wildlife: kangaroos, koalas, wombats, and the egg-laying platypus. These creatures are global icons, but many now face extinction due to habitat loss, invasive species, and environmental change. Conservationists and Indigenous land managers are working to protect what remains, blending science with traditional knowledge. National parks and breeding programs offer hope for endangered species. Australia is also one of the world's most urbanised nations, with most people living in vibrant coastal cities. Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane are multicultural hubs, blending outdoor living with cosmopolitan energy. Sport is a national passion, uniting people across divides. The contrast between ancient wildlife and modern cities defines Australia's character. Preserving biodiversity is a race against time. The choices made today will shape the country's natural legacy. Australia faces profound challenges: climate change, reconciliation, and economic transformation. Extreme weather, bushfires, and threats to the Great Barrier Reef are now realities, not distant warnings. Moving beyond fossil fuels is essential for a sustainable future. Reconciliation with Indigenous Australians requires truth-telling, recognition, and real change. The economy must diversify, investing in technology and education as global dynamics shift. Australia's identity is shaped by contrasts: ancient land, young nation, natural beauty, environmental fragility. The spirit of a fair go persists, but the legacy of colonisation remains. Australia is a work in progress, striving for justice and sustainability. Its story is about connection to land, confronting history, and hope for a better future. The choices made now will define the nation for generations. On this old, wise land, the future is still being written.